Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
Hello, and welcome to the Quick Flick Critic, reviews and interviews. I'm your host, John Smithstad, and these are my takes on films both new and not so, spanning a wide range of genres and tastes, plus conversations with some of the coolest people in indie entertainment. Now, let us rock with this one, shall we? My guest today on the Quick Flick Critic, reviews and interviews, is a first-time director, first-time filmmaker of a feature film. Devon Jovi Johnson, his film, which I have seen, it's a hell of a trip, man. What happened at 625 River Road? Devon, thanks for being on the Quick Flick Critic reviews and interviews. We really appreciate it. It's a pleasure.
Same here, man. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So let's get straight into the film. But first of all, I want to talk about your experience as a first-time director, first-time filmmaker. This is your baby. What words do you summon to describe the experience? And was it everything you thought it would be, or was like, oh yeah, I got some curves in there too?
It was life-changing, from a career perspective and a real life perspective, right? Personal life. It was a lot harder than I thought it would be. A lot harder. I come from doing music videos and doing commercials, so I had a good understanding how filming works. Editing, I get it. Doing a movie is 10 times harder, right? It's 10 times harder. Yeah. I give credit to any director that completes a film and put it out. It's so hard to do, So it was definitely a life-changing experience, from understanding like you gotta be patient, you gotta see things through. It was moments where I wanted to give up. But my partner, Tilla, he was like, nah, we gotta see it through, we gotta push through, and I'm so happy that I did.
Good on you, man, because it's a hell of a task, and you're the guy. You're the dude in charge, and everybody looks to you, and that is tough, particularly the first time. You talked, I saw the film on YouTube, and you did an intro to your movie. You talk about everybody wearing, and I hear this, I interview independent filmmakers, Devon, and I love doing it. It's a passion. You talk about everybody wearing a lot of different hats. Can you explain to our viewers what that means in terms of literally what everybody on the team has to do to get the film off the ground and to get it made and completed?
Absolutely. I can start with myself. I was a director. I was an editor. I scored majority of the film.
Wow.
For the film, I'm the investor. I'm head of marketing for the film. And I also designed, the merch. So that's just one example of me wearing multiple hats, right?
Yeah.
And one of the most funniest stories about this film, one of my guys, his name is Trigger.
Yeah.
Usually he just film, do behind the scenes, take pictures.
Yeah.
When we did the shoot, our sound guy couldn't make it, right? He couldn't make it, gave us this crazy excuse, so we couldn't make it. So Trigger had to do sound for the first time in his life. He don't know how to operate sound, nothing. He don't know anything about sound.
Oh,
sound guy, right? Yeah. So he did the sound. He also did the behind the scenes, and I'm so honored for him to be a part of the team, because he was a team player. You gotta be a team player when you do a film, and that's from the indie level to the biggest. You gotta be a team player. You got to wear many hats. So, those are just small examples of, our team wearing many hats to get the film done and get to where it's at today.
You were also billed as, and I thought this was you, having seen you in the YouTube intro. You were Uber driver 1, is this correct?
Yes, I was the Uber driver for sure.
Okay, and there was ominous music. It's like, is this guy, what's up with him?
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into specifics about what happened. It was cool the way you did that.
Yeah, a lot of people thought a lot about my character. And to talk about the intro, right? So the version you saw is only for theatrical, right? So people that come into the theater, I want to give them a warm thank you before they see the film and give them expectations of what they're about to watch. Yeah. So the streaming platforms won't have that intro of me talking in the front. Only the theatrical version has that.
Oh, okay. It was cool. Yeah. It was cool. Yeah. I appreciated it. So tell us about the film. We don't want to get into specifics and spoil the plot, because there's twists and a lot going on here. Really
Yeah.
cool the way you wrote the story, and then you had another professional do the screenplay. Is this correct?
Yes, that's two different things. People don't understand that. It's two different things. It's my story, but I have my partner, Alan, who lives in Poland. He structured it to make sure it's good for screenplay, right? You gotta make sure the dialogue is correct. And that was his profession. That's what he did.
Okay. Talk about the film, if you would. What do you want us to know without giving away key plot points here?
I mean, in the smallest form, it's just about, two girls going away for spring break, and they just go through some weird things, and some crazy things start happening.
Boy, no doubt, man.
Yeah. Beautiful, two beautiful girls. To be clear, two beautiful girls.
They are easy on the eyes, Devon.
And talented, beautiful and talented.
No, they were super talented. I think you could call, again, the film is What Happened at 625 River Road, a horror picture. You talked about making you think. You had misguided laws in here. You definitely touched on mental illness. You touched on wayward family bonds and commitments, and I know you know what I'm saying. You covered all around, and I think that's really cool, because most horror films are just, a guy gets stabbed in the eye, and that's pretty much what you got to think about. But clearly you wanted to do more than that, man, with your art. Yeah, absolutely.
I just, number one, for the fact that some things you brought up, like mental illness, was very important to me. So the fact that you watch it and get it's an honor. It's like, wow, you understand where I'm coming from. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just like a big fan of making people think. I like when people go, after they leave the movie theater, I want them to still think about my film. And when they watch it on a second time, which some people did at Regal, they came back a second time and appreciated it even more, because a lot of things they missed it first time. Yeah. And those are the films I want to make, which I said is also inspired by like Christopher Nolan. You'll watch like a movie like Tenet, you gotta watch it 2 to 3 times, really digest really going on, and make you appreciate it a lot more. And that's the kind of filmmaker that I want to be, director that I want to be, and just inspire others to do the same. Cool.
Where can people see it? We got to get people's eyeballs on this film, my friend.
Yeah. So currently we in select Regal movie theaters. Our next screening will be in Atlanta on the December 15th. Go to the website 625riverroadthemovie.com. We also land a distribution deal with Byron Allen Company,
nice.
Media, so it'll be everywhere January 12th, for sure.
Nice.
Yes.
Good on you. That's pretty quick. That's pretty.
Yeah,
quick.
I mean, I'm blessed, man. I was, for my first film, to get all these things to happen, like Regal, like we did one night of screening. Regal saw the movie and they loved it, and then they said, you know what? Let's do a whole week run and see how it goes. We sold out every night.
Wow.
Literally.
The film is What Happened at 625 River Road. I've seen it. It will engage you. It'll freak you out, and it's very entertaining. And my guest has been the filmmaker and the creator of the story. This is his first feature film, Devon Jovi Johnson. Devon, thanks so much, man, for being on the Quick Flick Critic Reviews and Interviews. This has been a blast. Thank you, sir.
Nah, same here, man. Thank you for having me. Hope to see you again on my next feature film, for sure.
It'll happen. Thanks, man. Thanks for watching this episode of the Quick Flick Critic Reviews and Interviews. Now I ask that you please subscribe and be notified of my continuous new episode announcements. As always, you can read all of my flick reviews on my long-running blog, The Quick Flick Critic, at this URL you now see displayed on your screen right down here. So until next time, make it a great day and make it count. Goodbye, everybody.
Hello, baby.
Hello, and welcome to the Quick Flick Critic, reviews and interviews. I'm your host, John Smithstad, and these are my takes on films both new and not so, spanning a wide range of genres and tastes, plus conversations with some of the coolest people in indie entertainment. Now, let us rock with this one, shall we? My guest today on the Quick Flick Critic reviews and interviews is filmmaker Victoria U. Bell. Her film, Heir of the Witch, is inspired by actual events in terms of the grandmother of Victoria, who was actually a Moldovan witch. Victoria U. Bell, welcome to the Quick Flick Critic reviews and interviews. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Absolutely. Wow, I've seen the film. I should mention that Victoria is the director. This is her first feature film as a director. She also wrote the script and is the star of the film. Your character is not treated real well in the film. She goes through a lot of hell. This is a wild ride. Talk about the movie. Talk about what it's about, if you would please, Victoria. And basically the inspiration was your grandmother, how the film even came to be in terms of writing it and then bringing it to film.
Yeah, so I was actually afraid to come up with this movie. I was ashamed to tell people about this bad apple in my family, so to speak.
Yeah.
And when I brought up this idea to my family that I want to write a script about my deepest fears, about my grandmother who was a witch, and she put spells on my family, and she created a lot of discomfort and pain within my family. But to me personally, I grew up with a lot of horror nightmares, and I would feel this presence around me that was very different and very unique and I was very aware of it. So it took me a long time to actually let go of that energy and push it out of my life and my presence. But having that knowledge and that understanding of what actually happened to me, I had to come to this moment of, if I'm going to write something, if I'm going to make a movie, it has to be so personal, so close to my soul and my heart, that even if I'm ashamed and even if it hurts, I still want to put it on the screen. And I want to show my wound, so to speak. I want to share the pain of the world, that somebody may connect with it. And my intent was to be as possibly honest with the script. And that's where I was inspired. Of course, during the production and in the writing, I came up with a lot of fictional story and ideas to take the audience on a roller coaster. And even though it's based on true events from my life, I wanted the story to be just different and cool. Know the rules and then break them, so that you come up with a different type of style and filmmaking and writing and directing, something that is uniquely mine. And I don't try to follow the trends, but actually pour from my heart what feels authentically me as a writer and filmmaker. I was so nervous and scared and terrified and excited and happy. And I had so many hopes for this movie, and I created this environment of a family. And I came to my team every single day with an open heart and honesty. And I said, we're doing this together. We're making magic here. And now it's here. It's finally here. It's been such a long journey. It's been so much work and so many sleepless nights and so many hours of hard work on my whole team. And we're finally ready to show this creative baby to the world.
You kind of answered my next question, but I'm going to let you express your thoughts and feelings and experiences here. I was going to ask you, on any level, in any respect, is this film autobiographical? And you mentioned that you had these feelings when your grandmother put a spell on you and your family, apparently, of darkness kind of pressing in around you. Can you talk about that and how that impacted your actual life, Victoria? I mean, obviously, this is a very visceral vision, as you said. It's there's dramatics in it, and it's a lot of it is very disturbing. But how did this impact the actual life that you led as a child and as a young person?
It it put a big print on my life as a child. And I understood when I was a child, I could explain my nightmares as being something that my mind created, a vision or something that maybe in my childhood mindset, I made those stories up. But as I grew up older, as I was a teenager, as I was in college, I remember the last time I had this presence visit me, it was in my second year of college.
Wow.
And I was very aware, and I was an adult, so I could not make it an excuse anymore. It was what it was. So I knew that that presence, that dark presence was something, a different entity. And I had gone through a battle of my own of rebuking this energy and telling them they're no longer welcome here, and I'm protected, and I'm highly protected and loved.
Good.
And what it did for me as a human, as an individual, it created a very clear understanding between darkness and light, and what's good and what's bad. And we as a society try to create a taboo conversation around talking about God or the devil, and we want to put it in different blurry lines, and that's okay. But for me specifically, I knew exactly what it was, felt very dark, and what it felt lightness. And through the power of prayer, and for, like, to me personally, brought me closer to God. A very honest, very direct conversation and relationship with God. And the basic theme and the story and the question in the movie is that there is always this battle between good and bad, and the choice is ours. We all have that power within us to create, to inspire people, or to diminish them and hurt them. So as long as we're aware that this is constantly going on, this battle within us and within the world and within the energy, just use your power wisely and always choose to do good. Always choose to show up with honesty and love.
Again, the film is Heir of the Witch. The filmmaker, who we have been speaking with here for the past several moments, is Victoria Bell. Victoria is the director. This is her first feature film that she's directing. She also wrote the story, and she is the star of the film. Now, the film will begin streaming globally on August 4th, correct, Victoria?
Yes, on all streaming platforms. You can find it on iTunes, on Amazon, on all streaming platforms. Just search Heir of the Witch. And please get in touch with me. I'd like to hear your thoughts and your feedback. Either you can go on our website, heirofthewitch.com, or on my Instagram, Heir of the Witch, or my personal Instagram, it's Victoria_filmmaker. And I'd love to get in touch with you, either if you're a film lover or a creator, or just want to talk to you just to hear your thoughts and opinions about the movie.
Very cool. I've never had a filmmaker offer that before. That's awesome. Victoria Bell has been my guest on the Quick Flick Critic Reviews and Interviews for this really, like I say, inspiring and remarkable episode. Victoria, thanks so much for being with us. This has been a true pleasure.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everything you do for the indie filmmaker.
Love indie film, love supporting indie film.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Quick Flick Critic Reviews and Interviews. Now I ask that you please subscribe and be notified of my continuous new episode announcements. As always, you can read all of my flick reviews on my long-running blog, The Quick Flick Critic, at this URL you now see displayed on your screen right down here. So until next time, make it a great day and make it count. Goodbye, everybody.
Aww.